Dream could have been anyone from anywhere. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart.
Dream doesn't love you. That's right. And now before you run down to the comments and start slewing me, let me argue my point here. Dream has one of the most dedicated fan bases in the world, and with that comes a lot of stans. There is a legion of people that all treat him like their lord and savior. I'm sure you've heard in lots of videos about something called parasocial relationships, and this especially applies to Dream. In fact, he might be creating them subconsciously. I mean, just look at this tweet calling his fan base, well, kittens. Don't know what he was thinking about with that one. Parasocial relationships. I think that this is something that happens to everyone. As humans, we are social animals and we love connecting with people even if you consider yourself an introvert, which has kind of lost meaning the last couple of years. The human mind has a hard time differentiating between real people and the connections we make online. And I mean, hey, it's not like Dream is the first person to create a fan base like this. Almost every fan base in today's day and age forms a parasocial relationship with their audience. However, I feel like this effect has been accelerated with the rise of Twitch streamers during the last couple of years. Now, you can watch your favorite celebrity for hours at a time, learn what they like, find things out about them that you would never find out with your average Hollywood celebrities, and the most damaging of them all, actually interacting with them. Through Twitch donations or any other way you donate money to a streamer, streamers feel obligated to answer and respond to your statements. Whether you send a joke and it gets a laugh out of them, or whether it's a general question that they answer, that ability of being able to directly interact with them is what leads to these intensified parasocial relationships. And although he may not mean to do this, Dream encourages this behavior with one of his favorite sentiments: I love you guys. I mean, it's literally in his Twitter bio. And although I'm sure he genuinely means this, he's probably not aware of the effects of what these words can do. A lot of Dream's fan base are teens, and it's obvious that streaming as an entertainment form has grown a lot. The larger majority of teenagers don't watch Twitch as regularly and in as high volumes as Dream's fan base. Many of his fans have found his community to be an accepting one, and a place where they can find people just like them. And listen, I'm not here to tell you something that wholesome is wrong, because it's not. There's a big difference between making friends in your community and thinking that Dream, yes, the content creator in the little box that you watch, is your friend. When you make a friend in your community, you can reach out to them on Twitter or Discord and maybe even talk to them. You see, that's where the difference is. There's a feedback loop here. After all, parasocial relationships are defined as one-sided, where one party, the viewer, expends a lot of energy and time into the relationship, while the other party, Dream in this case, has no idea that you even exist, let alone who you are. So when Dream says that he genuinely loves you, it's cap. I mean, think about it. How could he love you? He's never seen your face, let alone taken the time to get to know you. The most he might have seen from you might be a comment or a message in his chat that he probably ignored. And I mean, who can blame him? There are hundreds coming in every couple of seconds. And look, I'm not just saying this to hurt your feelings. I'm low-key saying this to myself too. They don't love you. They can't love you. That's the harsh reality, and it makes me wonder. If you've seen any videos about Dream's growth on YouTube, you'll know that he is extremely calculated. I mean, look at this tweet. He basically predicted that he would succeed on YouTube. Not to mention all the advice he gives to the creators around him. It shows you that the guy is smart. Some would even say optimized. So, and while this is an extreme reach, it makes me wonder whether he's doing this on purpose. This constant smothering of the idea of love to his audience, always telling them that they mean so much to him. I know that this sounds a bit mean and kind of like buzzwords, but what if he's manipulating you? All to increase the strength of his fan base, increase his social media engagement, increase his income. Most streamers won't tell you this, but they all know. Farming these parasocial relationships increases their income by a lot. An increased number of Twitch subs and donations, not to mention an increased conversion rate when it comes to things like sponsors and merch drops. And it's not just Dream either. A similar thing is present in Phil's community, where they'll say that they're happy to spend time with their friends. Brother, you don't know these people, which is why I respect streamers like Jschlatt and Ludwig who are open to discuss this topic, with Ludwig's meme of "I'm not your friend." So when it comes to Dream, we'll never actually be able to know if he's doing it on purpose. After all, it's just a theory, a game theory. No, I'm just kidding. To be fair, he actually does get a bit teary-eyed about it during his face reveal, so I at least hope he's not doing it on purpose. Long story short, parasocial relationships are bad, but that's not what I came here to say. I didn't show up like the boogeyman just to hate on your fandom, because you should be interested in a fandom, you should be part of a community. However, with the isolation brought on by COVID, these bad habits continue to persist even after lockdown. Don't prioritize these online relationships over real ones. Go outside, meet people, form real and tangible relationships with people that you will actually interact with. In retrospect, parasocial relationships are pretty fine actually. I mean, I remember watching Arthur as a kid and wanting to be friends with Buster so badly. Parasocial relationships are a part of life and something that has been in our lives for years, not just something new that's popped up over the last couple. This video is more of a warning to keep your parasocial relationships in check and to prioritize your real social relationships. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing as we're coming up on 500 subscribers, and click on this video on why the Dream SMP is as popular as it is. See ya.